Jesus Christ. You have no idea how insane it is that I've sorted everything out and I'm borderline ready to go. I'm going to go to the bathroom, fill up my water while the game loads. But flipping out, I moved quick. Um, Jackson, good to see you in the bill. Let me know how Snowy Moon goes, my man. Thank you very much once again for your assistance. My microphone's all one way or another. I'll get to that in a minute. Right, let's get the game started. It's going to be even better than yesterday. Can you imagine? Can you imagine it's going to be even better than yesterday? Let me make sure my Moses all good. Jackson? What's I thought that was cheese in the beginning. What sauce is that on top of it? This will judge whether I will, turn off the lights again, should I? I'll do that. Why not? I enjoyed it. Oh, is it centered? Yeah. Okay. Cool, you're good. I will show you my settings. No, no. They're not default. It's actually not nice by default, in my opinion. But wait, give me a second. I'm gonna go in and then I'll show you. The kind of options that I messed around with. Truffle parmesan. I have no idea what that is, bro. But you know what? If it's a good sauce, then indeed it is a fire hot dog, and a sexy one at that as well. Blue, 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 blue. And I've already profited £40 today. Look at gold, killer. Look at that trade on gold. You can't even tell. Never mind. Just trust me. Killer. Social markets, you're missing out. Oh. I almost had everything. Right, Nabil. So, have a look. So when you go into the game, nice one. Did you get exactly the same as mine? But anyway, before we even have that conversation, so when you get into the game, press end, as I'm sure you know. So this is what I'm using. I'm using lighting B. Now A and B is honestly preference. I think I could have gone for either one, but B I preferred a little bit over A. C I didn't like at all, and D is the default. So that like I said, I'm using B. My quality is set to high. Anti-aliasing / motion blur. I've got the very top temporal anti-aliasing clarity. FXAA enabled, sharpness 10, sharpen edges 10, motion blur disabled. Rendering / lighting, I've got distance screen space shadows enabled at the very top, low resolution SSAO disabled, and then SSAO soft and details high. The intensity is 1.00 and the interior intensity is 1.15. I don't believe I've messed with that at all. Interior lighting enabled, default mirrors disabled, default rain disabled. Colors / tone map, I haven't touched anything here. It's my first time even seeing that. And then objects, surface, I haven't touched these ones again. 1, roads 1.50, vegetation, leaves thickness 0.50, grass thickness 0.66. I don't know if I've messed with that or not, to be honest with you. And that's it, bro. That's it. I don't know if you saw the email. An email came out yesterday, and Snowy said basically he's gonna create new textures for the roads and for the assets. And he also said the way he's gonna do the mod in the future, they're not gonna be like backwards compatible. So it looks like he's moving. He's making some sort of progress, somehow. Right. 2 minutes tops. I'm going to refill my water, use the bathroom, come back, turn the light off, and then we can get cracking. Thank you for your patience. All right. Bladder empty. You can't even see it, but it's full. Just take my word for it. All right, I'm closing. Flipping hell, closing gold, taking my profits. Taking my profits on gold at 30. Oh no. Has the gold market closed? Why have the markets closed? What's going on? It's not my Wi-Fi. Whoa, I had a lot of golds. Some good profit today. Beautiful profit. I deserve it. If you knew how many L's I've taken, boys. If you know how many L's I've taken. I deserve it. Okay. Let's lock in. Corn ribs are insanely good. Hey, listen, I love it when you guys are having a good time and enjoying life. Yeah, I love that for you, man. That's the aim. That's what we're trying to do here. The backwards compatible. Why? I don't know, Nabil. I don't know. I can screenshot you the email. Actually, it wasn't even an email. They sucked me in. They made it look like an email, and then there was a link to like see more, and then I clicked it, and then I was tricked, and it took me to the Patreon. But I mean, it's not really a bad thing, you know. It's fine. Screenshot it to you and then send it. It basically, you know, I'm just gonna screenshot everything to you. And because we're both on Samsung, boss, I can do the long screenshot. Oh, no, but I don't know if it works on Discord. I don't know if it works on Discord. Let me see. I hope it will. Yes, it does. I sent it to you. So that was the email that he sent earlier today. Or she. I have no idea whether Snowy's a girl or boy. Gonna move on to this restaurant. Thank you, Jackson. Goodbye, my man. If you're still here. Impressed by the sounds personally. Bro, from the little that I've heard, from just the little that I've heard, so am I. I'll be honest. I'll be honest, so am I. And this is only one truck, and all we did was just start it up. Cool. Hopefully I'm not too dark. Also, what was I gonna say, man? It's gonna be based on something I asked you and I forgot. If it comes back to me, I'll come back to it too. Oh, I was gonna do seasonal mods. I forgot about that. Make it a bit wintry, you know? Which economy mod do I have? Let me briefly show you. Actually, if I just go to Steam, because it's on the it's on here in the workshop. So if you go here, where's the economy? Type game economy, and then do most subscribed, and I have this one. So it's by Busy and Broke. It's called GDC Logistics. So you literally just go to game economy, buy most subscribed, scroll down a little bit, and it's near the bottom. And the guy also has he's got in his collection, so he's got this one, which is a classic, and then he's got some more as well. I think if I search his name, you got the same nice. So he's also got a hardcore edition, and then he's got extreme edition. Now I'm not trying to mess with any of that, bro. I'll be real with you. I don't know how much hours I'm gonna be able to put in. So yeah, good, nice one. We got the same one. Right, let's get cracking, man. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. I hope all is well. Something's off. Cool, perfect. Now I've got it. I don't remember. There were some crazy things, but I don't remember like specifically. Oh yes. It sounds, bro. It makes. Remember I was complaining about how crap this truck sounded yesterday. This mod can make anything sound good. You know what's missing, bro? From vehicles in both ETS2 and ATS, the light, the interior light. Sounds like a vehicle now. Trust me, bro. Like, actually, that's it. That's all I wanted. If it's too loud, let me know. I can see the levels are quite high. But if it was fine yesterday, it should be fine today. I haven't messed with anything. Oh, please, get that away from me, man. I'm gonna put the windows down a touch and see what that sounds like. It's very nice. Very, very, very nice. You know, things like this, yeah, I'll be honest, it does make you wonder. It does make you wonder, how do SES not get it? Okay, maybe not perfectly right, but how do they not do a better job? It's not until you hear something like this, and then you realize how bad the default sounds actually sound. Oh, Trucky! That was like a nuke. Oh my god. That white, oh my god, that white like flash before the menu. What was the need for that? Oh, we're in Canada, I forgot. Let's go. The most patient simulation. Yeah, I remember him saying veterans, yeah. Who want a true long haul career. That was it, yeah. That was it. Although I don't think he's implying that it will actually take 25 years, though. It's just meant to simulate that. Or I don't know. Do you think he actually means like 25 years in game time? I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think I'm a stickler for realism, and then I'll see some crazy stuff. Right, I can hear the wind noise. Immediately, it's caught my attention. The wind noise. Now, I've never been in a truck, let alone a truck that's going at some speed. But with my experience in many vans, large and small, and cars, with the windows closed, you shouldn't be hearing any wind noise. You never know, it's true, you know. Bro's talking about it's for veterans who want the true long haul experience. Like realistically, it's looking kind of crazy. But it's not just wind though, isn't it? It's like tire wear as well. There's like different there's like different things in that file. I'll keep it on for now, and I'll keep an eye on it, see how much it bothers me. If it's really annoying, then I'll take it off. Have you gotten Snowy Moon the way you like it? Or are you still messing around with it? Rain! We do have rain. How excited I am to see rain. The wipers is weird, you know. I don't know if I can mess around with it. I think it's one of the like Moser automatic things, but it doesn't. They don't work properly. The wipers don't work properly. It says wipers and wipers back. Oh, should it be a dash? Hold on. I think the wipers should be a dash. Sorry, give me 1 second. There was a guide that I saw recently. My YouTube history is just making things up as it goes along. Something to do with YouTube music. It's putting songs there that I've never seen before. I've never heard before. You feel like I'm going to be pissed off by the wind? Why? Shout out to Tony747. Go.
Check if Moza multifunction stocks are selected in the controls tab. Then head to the keys and the buttons tab. It is recommended to do a clean setup, so just reset to default, then set the wipers back function to the minus key on your keyboard.
Aha. See?
Highlighted bindings remain just as you see.
Wipers back should be at the minus. Okay, so that's and a little bit faster. What? But I only have 2 settings though. Isn't there meant to be another fast setting? There's one setting I don't even know what it does. Is that intermittent? So let me just leave it like this. I don't know what's going on. Alright, thank you very much, Tony747. Legend. I instantly hated on it. I just pointed it out. I just made an observation. That's all it was. It's raining at night, so I can't really see how the roads look. And now on the videos, everything's so shiny. I don't mind though. High beams, you're not wrong. Oh, not with traffic coming the other way. I mean, I can see the reflections of their headlights, and those look good. But even with high beams, it's not really helping much, to be honest. I can see more from what other drivers are, their headlights are showing. I'm still curious as to what's controlling the time and time of day. Why is my speed so weird? How? Oh, so you mean 62? It's because in Canada, they use kilometers an hour. And then in the US, they use miles per hour. So this is 100 kilometers an hour. I just haven't bothered to change it in my settings. Yes, sir. We crossed the border like 10-15 minutes before the end of the stream yesterday. And I've also realized, because the scale has been messed up, the ETA that Truckee gives me, I think I need to double it. So now when it's saying 19 minutes, I think it's going to be closer to 40 in terms of real lifetime. Can you hear the wind noise? Truckee is not tested with map mods, no. I'm pretty certain of it. And I honestly wouldn't expect them to do so either. Okay. So is it annoying you? Is it annoying you? I was going to change my RGB. You know what? I want to change the lights on my wheel to orange. I mean cancel. I want to all of them. I want to edit all of them. How is there not a button to edit all of the lights together? Only when you listen to it intentionally, okay. Hold on, I need to see what it was on before. Okay, just in case I don't like it. I don't like either of them, to be honest. Or maybe I just need to get all of them going. I don't know why there's no button to do this, like, all together, though. The background menu thing does not need to be that bright when the scene changes. I promise you. I promise you it does not need to be that bright. Okay. This is a bit more like it. Yeah, it does need to be a bit brighter, but I can live with it. It's still giving me nighttime driving vibes, and that's what I wanted. Let's keep my eyes on the road though. I look forward to how the you know, like the old school trucks. I look forward to hearing how they're gonna sound. Oh, look at that! You can see the light reflection now. You can see it more now that we've got some lighting, and I think it looks good, boss. I'll be honest. Realistically, just from seeing some of the water reflections, it should have given me an idea of how good this is gonna be. Deliveroo just be saying anything, man. Talking about some tasty Thursday. What are you talking about? I've discovered Prince George. I hope it doesn't increase either, bro. It's a ridiculous price. At that point, you do even question what's the point of even making it worth anything, you know? I wasn't planning on filling up, but I need to. Also, I do have a rain texture mod, so I don't know if I need to remove that, and maybe maybe this one has its own. Like Snowy Moon has its own rain. I don't know. It looks good in the rain when there's lights around, because all the lights reflect really well. That white light you see flashing, by the way, that then went green, you can see reflected off my monitor. That's my PC. The lights are connected to the game. Great stuff. Talking about my monitor showing. That's better. Can't even see the rain and darkness on the stream. Yeah, I know, man. I do have camera movement on instant. It's not an instant, it's on fast. But you're right. I think a medium might be the better shout. I didn't even really notice that. What would that be under gameplay? I think medium is what I had it on before, and I was actually paying attention to it. Yeah. I feel like it's about how fast I would do it in reality. No, for sure. You're right. You're right. It's all the little things that add up and add up and add up for a good experience. It would be good if in the game the roads stayed wet a little bit longer. They stay wet for a little bit after rainfall. But not long enough for me. Yeah, I was thinking that when I started my new profile, it gave me a chance to look through all the settings, you know, ones that I haven't looked at in a very long time. And I noticed that. Like, getting into the game, you really have to actually take your time going through the settings because there's a lot there that it's likely to be changed. Yeah, so initially I thought that specific setting was for maybe performance. Maybe it saves on performance if they're off. But come to think of it, realistically, how much performance are you actually saving? I know there's some physics, you know, like they're done well, right? There is some physics applied to the process. So yes, I would expect it would take some computing power. But how much, really? With the game being as well optimized as it is, I don't think much at all. Bro, I'm gonna go for the trucks tomorrow, and I just really hope that they appear for quick drive. Maybe I'll do some research on it first. Shouldn't be too hard to find that information. So if they can appear on quick drive, then of course, absolutely. Absolutely. I'll leave any trailer rubbish alone. I don't care much for trailers. And I'll just focus on... Is my stream at 60 FPS? I'll just focus on the trucks themselves. 80 bucks, bro. Sometimes I feel like when you spend that type of money on something like a mod, you'll even trick yourself and deceive yourself into thinking it's better than it actually is. Like, you'll be driving it, and the reality is it's just like the other mod that you downloaded for free. But in your mind, you're telling yourself, no, it has to be better. I paid $80 for this. It has to be better. This is worth multiple hours of my work. Like, one day at work, half of my shift. I don't know how much people earn. Half of my shift got me this. No, it has to be good. It's how much a good plane in MSFS costs, right? Yeah, we see when you start playing the comparison game now, it gets dangerous. look forward to hearing some of the engine brakes that are available to us. It gets very dark in the cab when it's bright outside. I don't see enough people criticizing SES's light adaptation. I'll be honest. Could it be worse? Yes, of course. But I don't think it's anything to shout home about. Oh, come on, emergency brakes. I think I'm going to turn those off. Yeah. Oh my god, you reminded me, bro. Daniel's random events. I need to get that. I'm very happy with it, bro. Very happy with it. It's 6 AM and there's no sunlight. I really am starting to wonder if I accidentally installed the real day and night cycle. I think I'm going to pull over at the next possible place and check. I hope I have, you know. I hope I have accidentally installed it. Truth is, I don't think I have. But I'm hoping. Read a face? What do you read on mine? I'm sitting about a mile away from my camera. How can you even pick up my facial details? This guy can't be for real. No. I was thinking, I was wondering if it was real or not. And then I was thinking to myself, okay, if it is real, what would it be for? And then I kind of just left it at that. Bro, is the sun not gonna come up? So it doesn't actually matter whether you type lurk or not. If you're here, you're here. If you're not, you're not. That's basically it. You lurking is just part of the process. Yo, thank God that I decided to fill up when I did. Because if I thought I could just push it a little bit more, I would have been very disappointed. Bro, there's just been nothing for miles and miles and miles, just straight road. Which honestly, anywhere in North America is probably a realistic experience. Even with all the mods, bro, there's no way. You know what it is? It's because you feel like your map is inferior. Remove those map mods. Go to the GMC website, get all the free ones, and enjoy it, bro. Look, it's 7:15. Ah, hurt my wrist a lot. It's 7:15. Now the sun's coming up. It's not normal. Come on, fire truck. You take a right as well. All of you take a right so that I can be at the front. Or not. I do have Jazzy Cat installed, yes. All of them, except his ownable trailers stuff. I don't have any business with that. Yep, everything, all of them. Literally only the ownable trailers I don't have. Motorcycle, bus traffic, truck traffic, painted truck traffic, AI traffic, classic cars traffic, overweight trailers. Hello Transport Legend, how you doing, mate? Sent some messages on YouTube, but I don't think Restream bought it. Oh god. Sorry, mate. Aaron as well is on YouTube. Sorry, lads. Yeah, for some reason Restream is just not restreaming. As, you know, happens every now and again. So yeah, sorry for that. I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to the stream. I remember it used to happen a lot. Like every third stream, I think it used to happen. And then I'd have a bunch of people on YouTube upset because they think that I've ignored them. Not putting two and two together and not seeing that when they type in chat, it's not showing up in the chat box on the screen, which means that it's very likely I'm not seeing it. So yeah, I appreciate you making the effort to let me know on Twitch as well. I do have YouTube open, for that purpose. But I think I've just been so hyper focused on Twitch that I didn't notice the chat moving there. I mean, I don't know, Nabil, man. Clearly, there's some things I'm missing, you know? Or some things not right one way or another. You know what you can do, bro? Why not go on the GMC website, go to the paid section, and see what the order is like there. If there are some things you don't have, just skip over them. And align it with that, because maybe the order is wrong in the thing that you downloaded. Transport Legend, if ETS2 is the only game that's happening in, and then I would check your settings first of all. I would check whatever you've applied. So let's say like Reshade, for example, or some other graphics mods. I'd have a look at that as well. And if it's not just ETS2 that's experiencing that, then check your monitor settings. In the game, Nabil? Or like on Nvidia or what? They really didn't bother with this map, did they? In the game, huh? I've never experienced that. Oh, snap. How did that happen? Look at the back of the trailer. Now, bro, I was going in so confidently. I thought, yeah, this is light work. Nice one. And then I realized I'm going more and more and more, and like nothing. It's not giving me the green patch. I'm thinking, what's going on? Please let me have installed the mod by accident. Please, 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 please. Okay. What could it be? And everything I have here, what could it be? just maps. It's just maps. I think maybe it's just where you are in the map, to be honest. It could just be that. Level 5 sitting on 2k. It makes sense, bro. We've done like what, 4 journeys? 4 journeys, truck driving journeys, hours and hours. It makes sense. It makes sense. Oh, you didn't have HDR on Transport Legend. There you go, mate. On ATS, do you recommend I get a Freightliner or International to get me started? I have like 180k in adjust of your own yet. Honestly, mate, it's genuinely your own. It's whatever you prefer. Honestly, whatever you prefer, man. In terms of like power, I know Volvo have quite a powerful truck. Is it the most powerful in the game? It might be, but you'd have to double check that. But honestly, choose what you're gonna enjoy driving, man. I got 1.5k in a bill. Are you saying you are level 5 sitting on 2k? Raw, you've been putting in work. I thought I would. I thought I was, boss. There's only one place we can go here, and we're staying north. Jesus, man. We're taking some gravel to La Loche. La Loche. Alright, hopefully after that we can head south a little bit. Oh, snap. I got that premium truck. Hello. Right, first things first, let's sit back a little bit, very close to the steering wheel. Other than that, we're good. Yo, it's a hotel room. It's a hotel room in here. Is that the pedal sounds? No air horn. That's all I have. So this big thing is coming at you and all you can hear is... You're joking. You're joking, mate. Right, let's see what we've got for screen. So, fuel... Okay, air brakes. Whoa. What more do you need than this screen? What more do you actually need than this? I'll keep this. Basic information. Tells me what I need. Straight to the point. The horn is indeed pathetic, my man, honestly. Yeah, Transport Legend. After playing this game for 12 years or 13 or however long it's been out for, I'm just a bit bored of it being so easy to get money. So I've got an economy mod to spice things up a little bit. Even the TSW horns sound better than that. To be fair, these trucks have, I guess, like city compliance horns. And if you want anything more hardcore, you got to take care of that yourself. I don't know if you can turn right on a red in Canada. Guess there's one way to find out. Yeah, no, be a new transport legend. It gives you an opportunity to really explore the game, experience having all the companies, you know, driving a bunch of different trucks, tuning them to your heart's desire. It is beautiful to drive, honestly. It's a pleasure. I just wish there was a bit more oomph to the sound. But other than that, yeah, it's great, man, honestly. It's interesting, Nabil, how even now with the window open, I can't hear the wind noise. It's almost like it's like a per truck. I like the squeaky windows going up though. That was a nice little touch. Again, little details, man. It's the little details. Nabil's dying for a blind to come down right now. The sound mode's on is to go per engine. Ah, interesting. Interesting. That's a nice way of implementing it. Right. Yes. I did see that. Nice, honestly. So some of them, Transport Legend, are from the Steam Workshop. The map ones, 96% of them aren't. But I can send you to the website where they have them. And I can also link you to my video that's basically like a guide. I like sometimes hauling like I say little trucks. You know, this one isn't the most powerful. It's just, you know, hauling some dirt around. It's just it's a nice break from the hardcore heavy duty trucks with massive containers being hauled. I like it. For mods for ETS2 and ATS Transport Legends, you've got, so the map ones, you've got gmc-logistics.co.uk, or you can use pro mods, or you can even look on the SES forums. And for everything else, honestly, it's sort of scattered. A lot of it you can find on pro mods. A lot of it you can find on a lot of it you can find on the forum, the SES forums. And then there are just all sorts of different websites that host a ton of different mods as well. OMSI has more than just Photos Film, by the way. If all you've been using is Photos Film, then you've probably been missing out a little bit. Are we going to go at some point, or are the traffic lights somehow bugged? I got a feeling they're bugged. Right, so that road has a green light right now. Okay, so they can move. Are we gonna have ours or no? We are gonna have ours. Are you gonna move though? Okay, you're gonna hold us all up. For what purpose? God knows. Here's where we find out if we can go past the red. If we're turning right in Canada. Seems like it. Although the game's not really made to have Canada in it right now. So maybe if that's not the law, then they just haven't implemented it here. Map design could be a bit more creative, if we're being honest. Patreon. What's EMMN expansion? Which conflicts with so it's coast to coast that you don't have then. Yeah. You could do that indeed. I actually don't know what would be better, to be honest. Because it could be that the EMMN expansion is higher quality than coast to coast, but less dense. Sorry, not less dense, but like smaller, basically. And coast to coast maybe is less quality, but bigger. I don't know. Well, you might as well just Google it, and then the website should come up for it, and then you can just go and have a little browse, see what it's about. It could be that you end up preferring it. Goodness me, look at the gap in the environment. Jesus. Some effort would have gone a long way, you know? Some effort would have gone a long way. 550. I mean, if that's all you're paying for, it's not terrible. But when you're paying rent and bills, and now you've got that on top, it absolutely has to be worth it. See, this is where I need to be driving at night, so that everything is hidden away. Maybe this is why they make the night so long. Barely any info. That's very odd. There has to be information somewhere, man. It's a paid mod. There has to be information somewhere. Not necessarily an ATS moment, Transport Legend. It will be it's the mod. It's a mod thing. East meets mid north. I mean, the name doesn't fill me with hope. You know, maybe it's incredible, maybe it's amazing, but I can't say the name really fills me with hope. Yeah, have a little look, man. Maybe there's some videos on YouTube, or it's just odd that there's not much information on the Patreon. Because I feel like Coast to Coast is arguably the biggest map mod for ATS. And so if something conflicts with it to the point where in that bundle that you downloaded they chose this one over it, then it's got to be at least decent. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You would think it was an intentional decision to make. Sim. The sim that people are still considering and thinking about. Sell it to me, Transport Legends. Because I've heard of it multiple times. I've seen it on the store page. I've had a browse at the pictures. And I've thought it's okay, but not yet really worth me diving headfirst into. So, sell it to me. It got an AI passenger update. There was no passengers on it. I didn't even know that. Was it the main problem with it that it was quite limited in how many services there were? Or am I remembering it wrong? No passengers is crazy, bro. If it's a game like Zusi, I can understand, you know? Because that's not really the focus. The focus is driving the trains themselves. In a learning environment. That sounded good. So okay, they've got passengers now. That's good. See, one singular route. That's a problem for me, man. Subway Sim 2 has got Berlin and Hamburg, and that's a bore, you know. And their routes are also relatively long. The update also introduced weather, but see, look, passengers and weather. If I'm comparing the game to TSW, TSC, or Subway Sim 2 even, that's not going to win me over. Only 8 so it's not even like properly dynamic. It's not being sold to me right now, man. It seems like it still needs some time in the oven. It still needs some time in the oven. Well, Slipper Slide got added again. Even Simrail has all the things I mentioned before, by the way. So that's TSW, TSC, Subway Sim 2, and Simrail. And out of all of those games, I'm only even just playing one. It's not even like the other ones have really captured me at the moment. Fair enough, Nabil. Fair enough. I guess I'm trying to have it sold to me myself, if that makes sense. Like I'm trying to find a reason to get it, but it doesn't really seem like there's one. Last update was in September. And out of curiosity, oh, before that in February, goodness me. Out of curiosity, what did the September update bring to the game? A redesign of the train circuit. Hmm. Yeah, I'll give it a pass for now. I'll keep it on my radar. I'll check it out every now and again. I just don't see it as good enough for me to buy. First person camera? What do you mean they didn't have first person camera before? So you were driving it like you would drive a train in GTA? Switchboard for each of the car can be controlled. What's a switchboard? First person I leave in the seat. Okay. Okay, so like where the fuses are and stuff. Okay. Hmm. Is it in early access at all, or is it a full release? Because it's given me almost ships at sea vibes in terms of the development. It's like they're still developing the game, but in public. Ay, ay, ay. When did the bus go into early access? When did the bus first release? Because it released in early access and it's only coming out soon. Is it 2021 as well? Hmm. I mean, it's never a good thing comparing something to the bus, is it? But interesting to know, though. Interesting to know. The bus is going to release with no good physics, sounds and stuff. Don't think the economy is going to save that game. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They need to remember what the game is about. And that doesn't mean, oh, let's just release more and more and more and more buses. No. Stop. Relax. Come back to what the game is meant to be about, man. Think about what the game is meant to be replacing. And go from there. That's very disappointing, man. It's very disappointing. I tried to keep my faith in it. I tried. It was not making it easy. No, and you can tell. It shows. It's very obvious. You just see some of the lengths that some modders go to, you know? And ultimately, you know, if they're smart, they'll even approach these modders and say, hey, how did you do this? Or how did you do that? Or dare I say, let's work together. We'll offer you a contract, you know? People would like that. I'm not quite a fan of this part of the map. It's just quite lazy work. Someone's just created a road. And that's it. Oh, bro, you know what? I only watched like maybe 5 minutes of that video. I cannot believe the lag started to really annoy me though that they were suffering. But bro, I cannot believe it. They actually tried. Like I'll keep it real with you, bro. I gotta go for it. I gotta go back into the game and give that a go. Even if I just stick to the UK and stick to exploring the UK, I have to do it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. And that's just Leeds. Leeds. Not even like they didn't even go to like London or Manchester or Liverpool or even Birmingham. They went to Leeds. Now Leeds is, you know, it's a popular city, but compared to the other ones, just the UK, yes, strictly just the UK. Absolutely, bro. I don't know what other cities they showed. How much of the video did you watch? Just glanced over it. Okay. Yeah, I need to like spend some more time on it. Homzy one vibes. Yeah, I'm disappointed, man. I'm disappointed. I don't know whether this is pro mods. I doubt it. Or another one. There's another thing I got from GMC that like expands Canada, and I'm thinking this is what that is. But I'm a bit disappointed for GMC even having this on their website. If I'm going to be totally honest with you, it shouldn't exist. Even if this is somebody laying down the foundations for the future, but just giving us something to play with, I would rather they kept it to themselves. This is stuff that a dev is meant to see, not players of the final product. And it's 5:30 and it's getting dark again. Our next job has to take us away from here, man. Our next job, even if it's not the longest one, any job that's going to take us south, I'm going to take it. Gonna have to break protocol. Yeah, of course. By Edmonton, up north. So basically, you see where Williams Lake is on the left, on the road that I've traveled on. Maybe from like around there, it's begun. Like you can see where the roads are quite lonely. And if everything above us is the same, God forbid. Honestly, it's not that deep, you know. When I say I want a big map to drive and I want a lot of miles to explore, I'm not talking just. I'm not asking for a modder to just create an empty road that just goes straight, with no scenery, no nothing. I want realism. To just have a road, just have roads that are connecting, with nothing in between them except, what's this, wheat? Yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing almost. If this is what modding is, then I could do this. I promise you, give me a week and I can do this as well. It looks similar on your end. I mean, it wouldn't be a surprise, if we're being honest. It wouldn't be a surprise. At least now you know to keep away from, you know, the very north part of Canada. It's a shame. I was looking forward to it, man. It's a shame. It feels like I've created this map and I'm testing on it. making sure that there are no invisible walls, no holes in the ground, making sure that the AI are all working properly, the traffic lights, the pathing. Atlantic Canada. Interesting. I wonder if that connects to this, or whether it replaces it, or is it in a separate part of Canada. As night falls, it's going to be less bad, ironically. The issue with this, let's say I find the mod that brings these roads in. I don't know what it connects to. I don't know if I remove it, am I going to cause a serious problem at some point? If not, straight away. Yep. Yep. I remember it costing 20. I know what you're talking about. I saw it months ago, and it used to cost 20, if we're talking about the same thing. So for it to now be 30... Imagine spending $80 on a truck, $30 on Alaska. It does look good though, I think, isn't it? From what I remember, it looks kind of good. But $35 good? Eh. If I can get pro mods for free, little bastards. I mean, I don't know if I'd call one euro an investment. You can drop that in the street by accident, you know. But I guess, you know, if we're being literal, yes, absolutely. Yes, true. Which is why I never have an issue paying. because it's worth so much more, man. So much more. Yeah, tomorrow afternoon. I think I'm gonna do it, bro. I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do that map. I think I'll do some research. I'll do some research and see what generally people say is better, EMMN or coast to coast. Oh, this came up on me quick. Oh snap! Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can do that. It's actually a very good idea. Quiet one tonight, isn't it? Probably gonna get a quick answer. Hopefully. Would be good to know from tonight. So then I know what to do tomorrow. I mean, even tomorrow, realistically, you know, there's still gonna be time. I actually don't know, Transport Legend. That's a good question, mate. There's no way of traveling because it's not like you can take a boat, for example, there. So I think you would have it there, but you'd be like stuck. Maybe I really don't know. I've never considered that. In terms of advice, though, I would say don't do that. Probably don't do that. But it's worth having a little exploration on Google because I'm sure somebody must have tried it somewhere, even if for just the sake of experimenting. You won't have the area between the DLC areas, so you cannot drive on there. You can do quick jobs on the areas you own and buy a garage there to quick travel and drive in the DLC area you own. There you go. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you, Nabil. What's a bit weird? Also, you mentioned Alaska. Not just yet. Not just yet. But definitely at some point with SES moving the way they're moving. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets at least announced this year. Oh, like how they've managed it? I think that's perfect, bro. Like, how else could they possibly do it? The only other thing they can do is just straight up not let you do that, which would be kind of sucky. If Dovetail had done something like that, first of all, let's clarify, they would never. Secondly, if they did, hmm. Hmm. How would Dovetail do it? Oh yeah, no, of course. They would just say it's impossible. There's no way. They would say that it's been built in such a way that you have to get the connecting parts, and that's it. You really think they would try and figure out a way around it? They would not. You get what you get. However they do it, that's what you're stuck with. You needed to have the local and the route intended to CSW3. Yeah, that was... Let's just be thankful they were prepared to put the work in to solve that. Honestly. I feel like for certain things, right, like that, knowing how they are, let's just be thankful. Let's just be thankful that they didn't ignore that and let it remain a problem for however long. It does suck, but does it impact the routes of today a lot though? Oh wow. Okay, fair enough. That's a good example. I haven't driven that original 101 in so long. You see why the other day I was tweaking out at what the rain was doing? Here's like that turn. The truck was quite grippy. I don't know what was going on that day. Was that ETS? I think it was ETS2. I don't know what was going on in ETS2, man. When there was just zero grip in the rain. It would just start raining. And then grip would just leave the chat. Do you know what mods those are? Are they just the timetable mods that do that? Because say for example, if you do the journey mode there, I'm assuming you're just stuck with the original one. You've lost the overview, what do you mean? Oh, right. Yeah, to be honest, you've always had like mods from iterations before. When I was too afraid to do so. So I can only imagine the spaghetti that you have. Yeah, see, that's insane. That is insane, bro. So now you encounter a crash. Where the hell do you begin? Do you remember on TSW4 when I couldn't play Bremen Oldenburg? It would be requested and I couldn't play it because the minute I would load, the game would crash. And I had no idea what could possibly have been causing it. To this day, I still don't know. Those are the kind of situations I hate finding myself in, man. And it's one thing to deal with that kind of like in your personal time, but imagine I'm streaming now, right? I'm doing a request a route stream. There's a responsibility on me to have everything working as it should. How could somebody give me a request and I'm like, oh, sorry, I can't do that. The game's crashing. Or if I'm even recording a video, for example. Like Shadowplay by itself gives me enough of a headache. I don't need anything else on top. I had to like completely uninstall my drivers. I had to use DDU as well. Then when I reinstalled everything, then I could start recording my gameplay again. And what the issue was, to this day I ain't got a clue. Bro, we need to see if the modded ones come up. Because if they don't, then... And if they do, then that would mean they also appear the same way on Euro Truck. And then that means that I can start modding my Euro Truck with trucks. That's going to be a whole new one. I mean, I've had modded trucks before, but just for me to drive with. It may be my first time driving this truck. All the screens are very new to me. It would be cool. It would be cool if he did. Then that would at least point us in the right direction of where to look. I have no idea where I'm dropping this off, by the way. I can't tell. Okay. Didn't know they had this reversing sound in the US. He actually did for some? Okay. That's promising. That's good. You know, I had no clue this trailer was here, by the way, the one to our left. I avoided it completely by accident. Ah, he's trying to sell it. He's trying to sell it, man. He's trying to sell it. Let him do his thing. I forgot about those mods. PNG, JBX. Snowy Moon just came and shat on them. I've got no idea what to expect from this little island, you know. I've got no idea what it is. Oh, you can still use the main combination of Snow Moon. Interesting, I didn't know. Another thing to consider. Although this will involve driving through all of those types of roads all the way until we get here. I'm tempted to just do this, I'll be honest. I think this just makes more sense. Nah, bro, no, I have to continue from I have to start from where I was before, you know? But, like, are those, like, is this all still that same type of road? I don't know. Labrador City. Come on, man. Fort Resolution. Fort Resolution. Ah, man. Ah, bro. I mean, I wouldn't have jumped to the conclusion that they're terrible if I hadn't seen what I've seen already, you know? I'll just go back to LA and then start again. No, we can go down to Mexico. Should we go to Mexico? Venezuela's crazy. From what I remember, why did they just avoid this entire area? Sinaloa cartel, Juliacan. From what I remember, it was okay. I tend to say a bit mid, but I don't quite remember. You can go to Jamaica. You know what, low key, I'm not gonna lie. I want to see. I'm gonna do this one. What could Jamaica possibly look like in ATS? I'm gonna have to do it. I'm very curious. Very curious. I'm starting from LA, bro. Don't stress. Don't stress, my guy. I know it was awful. You didn't need to hold back, bro. It was obvious. It was there for everyone to see. Interesting. Right. Hopefully, the more south we go, the more sunlight we get. That would make sense, right? Bro said, of course. Damn. Damn. It's gonna be very interesting when they look when they look for your name. In terms of like people who've bought the DLC and didn't see you. Damn, bro. That man said, of course. Like, duh, common knowledge. Why are you even asking? That's an L, bro. Yeah, I'm changing it out immediately, bro. I might even have to do so tonight. I feel embarrassed now. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, there's something that community knows, bro, that we don't. They all know something that we don't about that map. I even feel embarrassed to continue playing. It just hit different, man. That of course just hit a little bit different. I really want to see Jamaica though, but I don't think I'm going to do so tonight. I don't think we're going to reach it in time before the end of the stream. Yo, the police car sounds good, you know. The lights looked real nice as well. No, but always, bro. Always. The only folks on there I don't trust are the TSC ones. Other than that, bro. Absolutely, man. No, they did, man. They did. It's just, bro, this is GMC themselves, you know. They're meant to be unbiased, you know. I don't know if the guy that replied was like an official staff member or whatever, but still. They're meant to be unbiased, right? They're just meant to help, I guess, mod authors, map authors promote their mods, help people with the combinations. For that to be who you are, you're saying, of course this is better than the other one. Nah, man. I feel like I need to stop immediately right now, install the other combo, and then continue playing. I feel like I'm playing an icky version of the game. You know what mod I didn't get from Jazzy Cat? The Mexican traffic. Where is it gone, bro? It's gone to hide in the other combo. It's gone to hide in the other combo. Wait, how? 2021. Oh, yeah, I get you. Yeah. I mean, bro, I'm just glad that you're talking as much as you're talking, because in 2021 you are not yapping as much. But it's a good thing, you know. It's a good thing. Are the views, is it what? Is it literally just like you watching as well? Are the views actually matching the chat? It's been raining all day today. Someone else was yapping actually. Let's not. Maybe if we mention that enough times, they're gonna come back. You know, like those scary stories that you hear. Oh, you say this person's name in the mirror 3 times, and then they appear. I don't even want to take my chances, bro. Let's just leave it. Although it does seem that we have a replacement now. A silent one. I don't know which one I'd prefer. Still active. Honestly, good for her, man. you know, as long as it's not me that she's bothering, good for her, man. I'll let her live. There can be someone else, you know. Did you used to lurk sometimes, or would you always talk whenever you were there? Because I feel like she was extra weird when it was just her and I, but there was no one else in chat. No chatting meant you were away. Okay, yeah. Bro, she was there every single stream. I could take a bit of a... I remember there was no schedule, bro. So what time I came on, what game I was playing, it didn't matter, by the way. Whatever game I played, she was there. And... yeah, and I had no schedule. Sometimes I would take a break. And then just come back whenever I feel like it. She's there, bro. And I would just be wondering to myself, how do you know I'm streaming? My guy, if I had that level of loyalty from the community that we've built today, I'd feel like a prince, man. Welcome back, Jackson. Good to see you, my man. Still got 45 minutes or so, my guy. Hope your journey was good. Are you still in Amsterdam then? Are you staying the night? Sorry, I don't know if you mentioned earlier. Are you going to stay the night and then leave tomorrow, or what's the sitch? Staying the night. Nice one, man. Were you baked earlier when you were having the hot dog? That must have hit different. Oh, that must have been godly. Trying to leave tomorrow evening. Good luck, man. I have no idea what the situation is like. You can tell me. But regardless, good luck, man. And safe travels as well if we don't see you tomorrow on the stream. Avoid overheating. Turn off AC. Really? It bakes every minute you're there. Say no more, man. It's one thing I'm looking forward to, I'll be honest. I don't remember the last time I got... When was the last time I got high? Like 3 years ago now? 3 or 4 years ago? No, yeah, 4 or 5. Oh, no. More recent, actually. I forgot. More recent. Where we went on our honeymoon. The island, the specific island, it's not the whole of Greece, but the specific island that we went to in Greece, it was legal. And so we got some edibles. They sell edibles, they sell buds, they sell like THC vapes, the whole lot. I'm not gonna lie, I need to go back. need to go back at some point, man. It was a good flipping trip. And it wasn't even like crazy expensive. 5-star hotel, one of the best hotels in the country. Sorry, in on the island. All inclusive. It was around just under, I think, or around $2,000 for a week. I'd happily get something a little more mediocre to have some more money to play with, renting cars, buggies. Only thing we didn't really do was go out to eat. Just stuck to the hotel food. I could, but like, I don't smoke, and it's not something I'm going to invest in, and I don't like. I actually don't like being high. I'm happy to do it on a holiday, where I can. The whole point is to relax, right? But to be high regularly, I don't like it. I like being sober-minded and completely in control. What's rosin? Is that a strain? Venezuela, mommy. Venezuelan mammy might be like one of the. I don't know whether to say one of the worst or one of the best. That is insane. What's the display picture? Because remember, she always used to be like. She used to have like 1800s art and stuff as her display picture. Has she broken free? Oh snap, like wax. Yeah, that was one thing I never dabbled in. Do you mean to say resin? Are you trying to say resin? Now I get you. You're crazy, bro. You're mad. I mean, I guess if you do it regularly, it's not too crazy, but that's mad. Oh, it's the Venezuelan flag. What is she doing, man? What is she doing, bro? She's Venezuelan now. I wonder what stories she's telling the people that she watches. I've never seen somebody also be so active, changing their name and changing their flag. Is that something to be suspicious about, bro? It's strange behavior, isn't it? It's a little bit odd. How ironic is it, Jackson, that the second I looked at the clock in game, it was 4:20. What a coincidence, eh? Honestly, Nabil, same, brother, same. Ah, Jackson, wouldn't you like to know? Wouldn't you like to know, man? I wouldn't even know where to start, I'll be honest. It's one of them ones, yeah. Because a few people have asked. Nabil, I think when people ask you, just slap some screenshots on the Discord. That's all you can do. And only it's true. It's literally 2021 vibes. Literally 2021 vibes. You know what? No, you had to be there, man. You had to be there. You had to be. I don't know why I said men like that, like some foreign guy. You had to be there, man. 2021. That's OG status. That's UNC status. You want to know the cat note story? That too. Where would I even begin, man? Where do we even begin? Is there any chance, Nibble, you'd have any like luck with trying to pull out the stream where I talked about it? Because I vowed that I would not speak about it again. See, usually that's my principle, because it's for me to say my part and the person to say their part if I have an issue with anyone, right? And someone else wants to know what's going on. The problem is, I can't really trust the person. So it's like I'm kind of forced to like double down, you know? When did it even start? With the 2021 one, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. What a position to put me in as well, you know. It was just so awkward, bro. It's just her talking, and I can clearly see what she's saying, and I'm responding to it. So when she starts being weird, what can I say? She knows I'm seeing it. I can't ignore it. There's no one else is chatting to like move it out of the chat. So, it was borderline traumatic, man. Now, Nabil, it's 5:20, bro. Something's wrong. It's 5:20 a.m. in the game. It doesn't sunrise start at like 4 o'clock or something, or like 3:45 or something. Something's not right, bro. You really slow me down on the uphill gradient. Really. Well, ultimately, Jackson, he's gone because he wanted to leave. He was just dramatic about it. And he has come back, and he does hang around, but in secret. And I called him out recently, and I said, listen, why are you doing all of that? Just, if you want to come back, come back. Nobody banished you. Nobody exiled you. You took yourself away. So if you want to come back, come back. Instead of coming on all accounts and lurking, and then trying to troll on like third rails. He'll try and spawn on my train and do the same route that I'm doing. Be patient. Be patient, Jackson. That's the thing, Nabil. I think it's going to be difficult, I think, because I don't think you were even there at the time that I was speaking. Basically, Jackson, I'll say it again. Nabil, here's one for the records. And please, if I make any mistakes or say anything wrong or I miss anything, please correct me. So if you remember, Jackson, I made him a mod. I don't know if you were around those like for then, but you were. You're gonna say I'm saying that you're not loyal. You were there, okay? You were there. I made him a mod, and then two things. One, I didn't really like how he was sort of handling that, and yeah, I just didn't like how he was doing it. And secondly, I didn't actually need a mod like Nabil, and I was saying this from before anyway, but he kept pushing and pushing and pushing. But oh no, it was the fact that Nabil was away on holiday, and Nerd had kept asking and asking and asking and asking. He was always asking. But I never needed another mod. Like Nabil was plenty by himself. So he went on holiday, Nabil, and I said, you know what? No one's around. I don't need a mod. I can handle things by myself. But there's a gap now. Maybe I'll need some help with something at some point. So here's your wish. Here's your dream. Gave it to him. And then I just didn't like how he was handling it. And then Nabil came back as well. So now there was not really a need to have two mods. So I took it off him. And I sent him a message saying, and I can I don't want to read the message. It's private, right? It would be wrong for me to read it, but to paraphrase, I said, I know, as a matter of fact, no. Let me read it. Because I think it's important context. It's important context. So my message to him, and yeah, he abused the point system as well, yeah, which he should have known not to. He claims that he thought it was fine. He apologized for that, so that was fine. We got over that one. But anyway, I took it off him, and then I sent him a message straight away. Straight after I took it, I said to him, "Hey, my man, I've revoked your mod responsibilities on Twitch and sound alerts. Wanted to give you a heads up. Not due to any reason in particular or anything personal. I just prefer how everything was with just one moderator on the team and how things ran then. The channel will grow, and when the time comes where increased moderation is necessary, you'll be up for consideration." I think that's fine. I didn't even need to do that. Let's be real. I didn't need to do that. But out of respect, that's what I said to him. He's deleted all his messages, by the way, because he knew that, that what he said was wrong. But in short, after I had done that, he did some things. Now at any point have I said anything about Nabil doing anything or saying anything? Nabil has no idea this has even happened. This is just my decision that I decided to take. So after that, he on OMSI too. That was the time when we were still playing OMSI. Me and Nabil were playing on Nabil's company. Nerd would join us every now and again. Now with the way that DLC works, the multiplayer one, it was quite strict on costs. If you damage the bus, for repairs, for fuel, maintenance, it was quite strict, and so we were trying to manage things. He went on OMSI, went to the company and tried to trash all the buses as an act against Nabil. Nabil has done nothing, said nothing, he's influenced nothing, but because I've taken away his moderator rights, he took it out on Nabil. Shortly after, in the days that followed, he then tried to hack into my Twitch account twice with no success. All I've done is take away his mod, by the way. The guy's tried to hack into my account. Now, I'm just going to try and say what I remember. Maybe I'm forgetting some parts, because the next thing I remember was a little bit after that. I don't know if you were on the stream where we had the watch party for the Dovetail Direct when they announced TSW6 and everything else. So he came on a fake account and was just trashing TSW6. Anybody that plays TSW is this and this and this and Nobody's paying him any mind, and I know it's him, and I haven't said anything. I'm ignoring it as well. And he's going and going and going and going, and he did that type of thing 2 or 3 other times. He'd come on a fake account and start talking rubbish. Also, before that, sorry, let me come back a little bit. Before that stream, keep it in mind anyway, but before that stream, when he did the thing with Nabil, I messaged him and I said, bro, as a matter of fact, let's read it. Now, because only my messages are left, I'm going to read what I said, and from what I say, I will tell you every time the message jumps. You can make out his response, because I'm responding to what he said. So he replied when I told him that I've taken away his moderator rights. I don't remember what he said, but my reply to whatever it was that he said was, "Thank you for reaching out with an explanation. Communication is important in any situation." He felt that I had done something to him, against him basically, and that he felt like Nabil, I think, had done something against him too. And I said, it would be great if you could give me some examples of when the channel point situation continued after the situation was dealt with. So that's what Nabil was referring to. He abused the channel points. We spoke about it. He apologized. I left it. He said that I kept on going at it. He brought it up 3 times, I think. After the situation was finished, he brought it up. But he's saying that basically I did so. And so I said to him, give me some examples of when I did that, you know? Maybe I did it and I forgot. And I said, I seem to remember a particular... Kada. Thank you very much for the raid, my man. Appreciate you. Welcome, fellow raiders. Welcome to ATS. We are driving... Well, let me say we're on our way to Jamaica. Montego Bay, specifically. From Los Angeles. Now, the stream ends in 25 minutes, and we are not making it to Jamaica. However, we will go as far as we can go, and wherever we land, we land. Jamaica, NYC. I mean, I specifically said Montego Bay. Anywho, so I continued, Jackson, saying, yeah, I remember at the particular stream where you brought it up. You know, I was having a casual chat and then you decided to bring it up. And yeah, so I said it's quite interesting to hear you say that it kept getting brought up. And then I said, that it was, somebody had called him immature or childish. And so I said, you mentioned that it was harsh being called immature or childish. Was this by me? If so, I'd appreciate the context or perhaps a timestamp. If it wasn't by myself, I don't see its relevance here. And then stuff about timeout, when the whole timeout thing was going on and people were arguing, is it 5 minutes, is it 10 minutes? He was talking about that as well. I've always been very clear on that. And then he said something about Nabil being jealous of him. And so I said, I can I can also tell you with full confidence, Nabil has never been jealous. He's stern, always has been and always will be, and I respect him highly for it. He's no different than me in that regard than anybody else in chat on any given day. He was stern with you after the channel points exploitation and your reaction to it at the time. I'm going to skip over a little bit. I said, other than that, he deals with everybody in a similar way. I have not seen any favoritism, for example, or anything of the sort. Then he gave me some advice about rules and guidelines for mods. I thanked him for that. And then he must have apologized because I said thank you. I appreciate your apology. And then I touched on the immature / childish thing again. And I think that was after he trashed Nabil's buses. Now, if that's anything other than immature or childish as a reaction to no longer being a mod, please tell me how else I can describe that. And I said to him, you mentioned above that you felt it was unnecessarily harsh being called immature and childish, but I'm not sure how else you would even begin to describe a reaction like that, especially as he hadn't done anything to you. Rather, it was me, completely independently, that removed your moderator status. Once again, you mentioned he came across jealous, but in this case it seems it may have been the other way around. And then the final message, me wishing him well, was so he said that he wanted to leave. And I said, I respect that you have made the decision that you feel is right for you. Speaking for myself personally, our good times will be missed. Thank you again for every bit of help you've given me over the last year and a bit, whether it was subscribing, helping me with my PC, helping me in various games, and just keeping me company when chat would otherwise have been dead. I wish you well. You are always welcome back onto the streams videos / community. Take care of yourself. That was how we left it. And then came the hacking attempts, coming into chat to just talk rubbish, trolling on my streams via third rails. Big man, by the way, with all due respect, the guy's a grown man with apparently 2 jobs. So how you have the time to do all of the trolling and your obsession with me and trying to get into my account, it's baffling. It's baffling. I don't feel like I've done anything, you know, evil against the guy. So yeah. It will be the last time, ASR. Hello, Machiavelli. Always good to see you, my man. How you doing? I am sweating in here, by the way. How was your stream, Kardar? What were you up to? Today was one of the days I didn't take a peek. To be fair, I was rushing to even get my stream going because I was preparing things up until literally the last second, the very, very last second. It was a miracle his stream even started on time. No worries, Jackson. When was the first time, ASR? I remember saying it once and now again. Yeah, Leah, I'm not gonna lie, Jackson asked about it almost every other day. And I feel bad. I feel bad leaving him in the dark. I'll keep forgetting to refuel, and we're gonna run out of fuel. How about that for timing? My timing remains undefeated. It remains undefeated. Can we? Oh, I've lost power steering. Oh my god, the steering wheel is heavy. If it wasn't a stupid uphill that we just took, I could have gone to the fuel station somewhere. How do I even get to you? Where are you? I can't be bothered to zoom in. I'm so sure there's a fuel station somewhere here. I'm so sure. I just hope it wasn't off the highway. Otherwise, I've lost it. Couple of hours of a tattoo session. Oh. You know what? Watching a stream while getting a tattoo done is actually a solid way of doing it. Nice. Stream's chat was awesome. Had a good time. Lovely, man. Good for you, Card, honestly. Nabil and Jackson have been keeping me company here. You asked twice. You did not ask twice, Jackson. Maybe you asked twice today. Maybe today you asked twice. When I asked, he said last time, then Jackson back in December. I've never told Jackson. Jackson didn't know. I've never said it for him. Oh my god, he was playing TSW. How was it? I had no idea. I had no idea. Filling up your lower arm. Cool. Are they colored? Ah. Okay, it makes, yeah, it's all clicking now. It makes sense. Awesome. So if you're saying at least the chat was good, so it means that you didn't have a good experience? I'll keep the window down until we get onto the highway. Oh, okay. Is it something that you can explain like in a short way, or was it more complicated? And was it like the game that you had issues with, or? I don't think it's being kept in Jamaica, ASR. Graphics design looks 10 out of 10, and you haven't even used, I assume, the graphics mods that's available. So the stutters, so you've got a more powerful system than I do. I assume your stutters would have been running the game for the first, running the route for the first time. Now, if you ran the same route multiple times, then that would be a problem. But I would still be curious because you've got a more powerful system than I, and I don't really suffer from stutters. The only time I will experience them is when I'm doing a route for the first time, which is normal. They're loading tiles, yes, but for the first time though. Once you do the same service again, for example, or any service on that route, it should be okay with your system. It should be okay. ASR, I'm going to Jamaica. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to Jamaica. I could go to Venezuela. I could go to Colombia. I have both of those on my map. I'm going to Jamaica. Yes, Machiavelli, literally. It's not loading shaders. I think the actual term is caching, CACHING. So it does that every time you run a route for the first time. It will do that, and also, if you haven't run a route in a very long time, it's possible that the cache will be filled up by other stuff, and you will lose the textures for that route. So you will need to do them again. Now, it's not a big deal. Realistically, I've only encountered it 99% of the time when I'm doing a route for the first time after installation, maybe after after an update, a game update, maybe after a graphics card update. The one route that I can tell you has it consistently is Cardiff. Oh, the next one, ASR. We'll have to wait and see, mate, because I need to make some changes to my map. I've been embarrassed today. ASR had an effect on Carter's opinion. With regards to what, Simrel? Nabil, don't remind me, bro. It's like you said of course, and I just heard like thunder inside my head. I don't need that negativity anymore. Let's leave that in 2025. Barca 5 Athletic Bilbao. No, it's crazy. Thank you very much, Machiavelli, for the follow, my man. Welcome on board. Follower goal met 420 out of 420. Who the hell told you my follower goal is 420? It literally says right there 500. Don't fall for Twitch's lies, guys. We need to keep pushing. It's propaganda. It's Twitch propaganda. They're trying to force it down our throats. Thank you, my man. It means 420 is released, and I don't know, man. We achieved 420 followers. Jackson's high as hell. Maybe the BR 420 is around the corner. He's gonna play Simra once the update drops. Yeah. That's a good idea, honestly. Honestly, I'm doing it. I think, you know, it's important. You can have a bad opinion on a game if you have one, right? But if an update drops that could change your opinion or change what you don't like about the game, But then it's only right, if you're going to publicly voice an opinion, then give it a go. So that if you need to correct your opinion, especially people are going to look at it or hear it and be influenced by it, then it's only right you do your due diligence and give it a go, and then give an updated opinion. That's why every time Subway Sim 2 will drop an update and they will mention performance improvements, I will make a video. Every single time. We're not going to see Jamaica today, boys. Sorry for the disappointment. You didn't expect Machiavelli to not follow Adnan? I mean, there's no obligation. Oh god, Nabil, just, bro, I don't care about the DLC. I don't care about how good or bad it is. I beg you, just let me know how the performance is, man. Because I need to understand how the console fellas have it okay. I need to know. I need to know. From the time, no matter what I do with my graphic settings, I'm getting 30 FPS. I need to know what they've done for PlayStation. I absolutely have to know. It looks like an improvement, really. The game just looked the same to me. They're not trying to give us any rain during the day. Performance is not great for you since you got the beta version. Okay. So now, okay, so is this just a PC issue then? Maybe I need to like actually watch someone's PS5 footage to see it for myself. I need to see it for myself. I don't know if it's placebo, but the lighting feels slightly different. I'm using the Snowy Moon mod ASR, as the title suggests. Oh, in the Simro trailer. Bro, it's the same thing, man. It's placebo. It's your ambassadorship placebo. It's the same, man. Nothing's changed. We'll see what they'll give us when the update drops, innit? Snowy Moon is the GOAT. If I ever hear him or her talking and they're talking English and not GOAT language, I'm gonna be upset. Absolutely, Carter. Absolutely. Especially when you will give your life to Simro. When you're prepared to crucify yourself to stand on Simro's defense. Naturally, one may end up deceived by placebo. What do you mean that nothing ever happens, Seem? Listen, I call it for what it is, man. I call it for what it is. Now, bro, don't ever write placebo like that again, bro. Let's leave it at C'est la vie. Let's just leave that one. New Mexico. Alright, I'm gonna pull in here. That Scirocco, that Golf, let me in, please. Thank you. Is this a real AMG or is this an AMG line? Get out of here with your AMG line, Mr. GLE. GLE, GLC, I don't even know these days, man. Sadie's just be doing too much. Please, sir, where can I park, sir? Where can I park, sir? It really doesn't matter because all my progress is about to be reset. So however I do this, it really does not matter. Khalas. Absolutely incredible parking job. Incredible. Put in too bad the game is basically dead, no real updates, no new content, or it's going very slowly. Huge wasted potential. I wish I'd release editors so people could make content 10 times faster. On a trailer announcing the release date of an update is crazy. Hey, let's keep it real. No lies were told. Even the Wish, I agree with the Wish. I wish that too. Nabil, bro, I need to thank myself too because like I said yesterday, I've never had this much fun in ATS myself. Never since 2016. It's been 10 years. Who knows what the permanent store still has in store? Facts. So no UK routes then, just typical overseas routes that I have no interest in. That's real composition then. Okay, see now that comment is from a numpty. Don't let this man ever find a parking spot for you. Hey, if you're driving an 18-wheeler, I can't help you, bro. I can't help you. Anyway, boys. Tomorrow we're doing modded maps. Does anyone have like a preference for like what modded map we should take a look at for TSW? This is what we have available. Sorry, I say modded maps, modded timetables. So there's this banger. I should really do this by downloads, you know. Most downloaded. You'd think the most downloaded ones are the goated ones, right? So got Munich Augsburg, it's 2024 timetable. West Coast Mainline South, 2024 timetable. I believe that's the one that comes with like the high speed train. So the HST with the measurement as a measurement train, and some other things. Cologne Aachen doesn't really matter anymore because that's been officially released now. Got a 5 circle timetable. Birmingham Cross City doesn't really matter anymore as well. Niedertauban Modern, Bremen Oldenburg model. Another 2019 this time timetable for West Coast Mainline. Yeah. Normally goated plus oldest. Yeah. I'm not doing Köln Aachen ASR. It's not a mod. Like the whole shtick of the stream is gonna be looking at modded timetables. Good. Okay. Cheers. Good comment, man. Thank you. Okay. Well, no one's got anything to say, so I guess I'll do whatever then. Right. Let's see who we can raid. Someone playing American Truck Sim, maybe. No, you're good, ASR. I appreciate the fact that you actually like responded. You know, you tried. It's not really. I like. I don't know. ATS is like is a bigger game. Like TSW, I don't mind helping someone boost their views. ATS, you've got a lot of people have a decent number of viewers on ATS. Like I wouldn't feel like I'm actually helping anyone. What in terms of what timetables are available? It's look, it's on the screen. I could have raided Cardo and I would have, but he beat me. He beat me. Right, I think I might just leave it there. I don't know who I've clicked on. I've clicked on somebody's stream. So it takes time to think about. No worries. That's usually how it goes between Card and myself, ASR, to be honest. That's usually how it goes. No, you're good, Nabil. There's time in it. If you'll be on tomorrow, then you can let me know. I'm gonna download. I'll have available the first four. Well, minus Cologne Aachen, so 3. I have the Niedertorbahn timetable, Bremen Oldenburg. I've got the 2019 West Coast Main Line timetable. I've got the 2024 one as well. So those two I already have. So I'm gonna get Munich Augsburg, 5 Circle. I already have as well. Niedertorbahn and Bremen Oldenburg. I don't think anything else is going to attract much attention, really. Rheinruhr Austin one could be interesting. There's apparently a 2023 timetable for rapid transit. Both of those were last, I guess, updated or maybe created in last updated in 2025. Rapid transit in June, Rheinruhr Austin in January, so that one hasn't been touched in a while. Mittenwaldbahn 2025. Okay, I'll bear that one in mind. Why am I not seeing that? I guess it's just that it hasn't been downloaded much. If I do last updated, maybe a good shout as well. There's Mittenwald. Wait, you said, did you say Mittenwaldbahn? 2025. Okay. Okay. Cool. Somebody created a timetable for the Dutch route. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Noted. Noted. Filtered by TSW6. That's actually not a bad shout. But then that kicks out a few of them. I don't know how reliable actually checking for a mod made specifically for TSW6 is anymore. Simro devs just discovered that since Simro demo EN96 had cab B labeled as A, and no one noticed till now. The crazy thing about that is that so many people notice that issue when it happens in TSW. Yeah, exactly, Nabil. Exactly. So things will be completely fine, and I'll just be ruling them out. I didn't know there's a Birmingham Cross City Winter 2019 timetable from the same guys that made the one for West Coast Main Line. I'm going to check that out as well. Because it's made by a solid group of people. Solid. Recently updated as well. Yeah, cool. Yeah. We should have some fun tomorrow, man. Tomorrow should be good. I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a nice break away from the journey modes. And the... I think all request the route streams are usually okay. I mean, ASR, bro, I have a bill. I really have. I think I need to make this a weekly thing where we check out modded timetables. ASR, what was I gonna say? What did you say? Because my brains just died. There were some mod breaking changes. There are mods. Nabil said it earlier. There are mods from TSW 2020 that still work. So it's like it's hit and miss. It's hit and miss, man. Some things would work, some things won't. It's you and your luck, to be honest. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. Thank you very much, guys, for hanging around tonight. Hope I have entertained you. Thank you for the conversations with those I've conversed with, and same time as usual tomorrow morning, 11:30 a.m. TSW6, taking a look at modded timetables. Oh, wait a second. Is that actually tomorrow's stream or is that Saturday's stream? Because you know I always be making these mistakes. Let's have a little gander. Let's have a little gander. What's my channel? Server. ASR, what the hell have you written? Okay, so it is Friday. Yeah, cool. So yeah, 11:30 a.m. GMT tomorrow. Hopefully catch you guys there. No, ISR, I responded to that. It made me laugh because of how... Great autocorrect. It made me laugh because of how many times I've seen players on TSW complain about that exact thing. And I think generally speaking, as much as there are so many complainers on TSW, Simrel tend to be more nitpicky. So the fact that they haven't noticed that in 4 years is mad. But President Bear in the stream, it's getting to that time. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you very much, guys. Hope you have a lovely rest of your evening. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, stay safe. Health is wealth, and until the next one, peace out.